Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We've got a fun show for you today. We're going to talk about the Flora Academic Foundation, and we are going to talk about a big event that they have coming up next week. And we've got a big slew of folks here to talk about. Bill Atwood is down there. Dr. Joel Hackney is right here, and we've got Jennifer Hettiger here along with Mary Beth Lancaster. It is Mary Beth, right?
It is.
Yeah. All right. I just sometimes you get things wrong, and you've even been here, and I'm almost that's what I feel. That's what I feel stupid about. But we're going to talk about all kinds of fun things today. They've got a big event coming up next week, and we'll do that here in just a minute. Let me tell you what is going on around the area today. Well, I looked all over the place here for this Thursday, October 29th. There's nothing going on out in the community today. Everybody's saving stuff up for Halloween. There is just so much going on Saturday and Sunday to take the kids around to that you don't need me to help you out. So just go home, stay home and rest up today. But there are a few things that I can tell you about today. This is World Stroke Day. World Stroke Day on October 29th seeks to emphasize the serious nature and high rate of stroke. This day is observed also to raise awareness for the prevention and treatment of strokes. Early warning signs. Knowing the early warning signs of stroke save lives, and this affects me in general as my boss here at the Wabash Catch TV had a stroke last summer, and he used these early warning signs. His family used these early warning signs to help determine. So what they are, if you are, just remember the acronym FAST. If you or a loved one is having any of these symptoms, important to act quickly. A facial weakness is the F, arm weakness is the A, speech difficulty is the S, and the T, well, that stands for time loss. So you need to go quickly if you or a friend or a relative, or if you just notice anybody having any kind of any of those symptoms. By all means, check them out and make sure that they are taken care of. How did World Stroke Day history come about? Well, back in the 1990s, actually the European Stroke Initiative had the idea to create a global awareness day. Due to the financial restrictions, it was limited to Europe only, but then some more money came in. 2006, Canada started adding to it, and then after that, it was added to the United States on October 29th of 2006. So there you have it, World Stroke Day. It's been around for 14 or 15 days. Hopefully they're cutting down. Actually, the number of strokes, got some more information about that. It is the number 5, well, in most years, it is the number 5 cause of death in the United States, claiming nearly 120,000 people per year. I was seeing around you, Bill. I appreciate you. Appreciate you scooting over, though. That was very kind. What else will you find today on October 29th? This is kind of an odd one. This is National Hermit Day. National Hermit Day. This recognizes the hermit in all of us. It tells folks to find some time for yourself. No matter how social you are, everyone needs to take a break from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Hermits know how to avoid the public. They've mastered the ability to live independently and without social interaction. The word hermit comes from the Latin eremita, meaning of the desert.
How appropriate for 2020.
Right.
Isn't that right? This basically, if you take National Hermit Day from time to time, you know how to social distance, I would think. And you know, one of the famous pieces of literature in American history comes from a guy being a hermit, the Thoreau of Walden. So this National Hermit Day began on October 29th. It was actually the day St. Coleman died in Ireland in 632 A.D. He had a 7-year hermitage in the Burren forest in a cave. Now, actually, I don't know if you would call that a hermit, Or what do you call a guy who lives in a cave for
Recluse?
A recluse?
It's about as hermit as you can get, I think.
Caveman?
That's a long quarantine, is what that is.
That's a long quarantine. So, yeah, there you go. That's National Hermit Day. What else is today? This is National Oatmeal Day. National Oatmeal Day. And this helps to get hearts healthy. Hearts get healthy on National Oatmeal Day, as not only is oatmeal one of America's favorite breakfast food, but we also celebrate it annually. Today, it's a perfect day to enjoy one of America's favorite breakfast food. A warm bowl of oatmeal starts a day off right. You add spices, fruit, nuts, or nut butters to add flavor. And also, of course, there are so many other days with oatmeal. You've got oatmeal cookies. You've got oatmeal lace cookies, oatmeal waffles. There are several different things.
That might not do the heart good when you start making them into cookies.
Well, see, now that was what I was wondering. If you do start making the lace oatmeal cookies.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That's probably one of my favorite ways to eat oatmeal.
That sounds really good.
I don't know if it's healthy or not.
Well, it's still got the oatmeal in it. Maybe it's heart healthy and heart destructive.
All at the same time.
At the same time. You can't really...
no harm, no foul.
That's right. No harm, no foul. What else is going on today? This is what's on television and what you want to see this Thursday. It's NFL football night again, of course, on Thursday night. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers tonight. That's at 7:20. That's on Fox or on the NFL Network right here on channel 629. Another couple of games going on. NCAA football. College football tonight. South Alabama is at Georgia Southern. That's at 6:30 on ESPN channel 601. And in NCAA football also, Colorado State at Fresno State. The West Coast team's getting going, and that'll be at 9 o'clock on CBS Sports Network channel 628. Right down there's Bill Atwood. Right here's Doc Joel Hackney. We'll be back right after this on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
are?
Didn't have the microphone on yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're good. All right.
Bill sliding in. How you doing, everybody? That's Bill Atwood down there. This is Dr. Joel Hackney right here, and they are here with the Flora Academic Foundation, and we've got they have a big event coming up next week. We're going to talk about that as well as what the Flora Academic Foundation does. It's a tremendously important vehicle in this community, and we're glad to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us come.
What is going on next week? What are we all here talking about? By the way, do you like it, ladies and gentlemen? We've all worn the same color blue. I didn't know. I was kind of figured you guys were going to wear orange today. I didn't know if it was orange or blue.
Well, I'm glad you made the right judgment call. Yeah.
Well, no, see, I didn't want to match.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to offset, so it would look good. But we still look great. You look great. You look great, Bill.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, what's going on this weekend? What's going on next week?
Next week, actually, November 5th. It's on a Thursday. It's always the first Thursday in November that we have the WNOI Radiothon. We have historically always used WNOI, and we will continue to use WNOI to broadcast. This year, we've got some new technology that we're going to be using. We're going to be using Facebook, and we appreciate your promotion here, and we're going to be working with your individuals to see if we can't even put that on at a later broadcast and put it in the loop.
We'd love to do it. Always like to help the community events. Tell me about the Radiothon. How long have you been doing this, Bill?
Forever. Actually, anybody got an exact date? I don't think so. So we're looking at 25 plus years.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Close to 30 probably, I think.
Yeah, probably closer to 30. And it started out at WNOI, and it was in their studio, and a very small group, and then it just kept growing, so we were able to be in the high school commons. And I would say that, want to give a shout out to Jim Earlywine, who makes all the sounds work for us and makes it very clear on the radio. But Joel allows us to come in, and we get to use her facilities. Unfortunately, that's
not
changed this year. I'll let Joel address that.
Joel, tell me a little bit about the changes this year from normal years and that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think we could spend several shows talking about the changes that we've all
And you did. You had here a few months ago.
Talking about the changes that all of us have. But, obviously, I think we're all maybe reluctantly aware of the guidelines that we're all faced with the schools for sure, and of course the things with school with the ISB guidelines is there's limits on gathering sizes. You have to wear masks inside the building, and that goes for any time somebody is using a school facility. So as we were talking about it as with the foundation and looking at options, it was an event that as Bill said we've done every year for forever. It is a huge resource for our school district and our students and the community. So we wanted to find a way to do that, but doing it in a school would be difficult just because, how do you do I actually sound better when I sing with the mask because you can't hear me as well, but with the performers wearing masks, and either you're not going to have them do that or you're not going to be in compliance with the guidelines, which, we didn't want to be in a position where we were promoting something that wasn't. So that's when we started looking at options other than the school, still utilizing, if there were school students, groups that wanted to perform, how do we do that? And so Bill kind of graciously put out an offer for another alternative site, and I'll let you take it from there. So.
I'll tell you why, because you're not doing this at the school this year, are you? You've had to move it, so and I guess it doesn't really matter where that is because you're not going to have people there anyway, right?
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the First Baptist Church there at 203 East 3rd has allowed us to use the fellowship hall.
Okay.
And so...
and that's pretty technologically advanced enough that they'll be able to do all this stuff out of there. I mean, and shoot it and make it look good. Yes.
I mean, we've been using Facebook for the broadcast of the services and that kind of thing. And Wabash has got heavy-duty web band or band,
fiber
in there, and so Yeah, everything's going to work well, and Mary Beth and Jennifer will be here in a little bit, and they're going to be talking about who all's performing. But the way this works, number one, we will not be having all the wonderful food that we normally have.
That's what everyone wants to know. How do they get those good cookies that you guys had every year?
Yeah, it's
Even maybe oatmeal cookies.
That's right, the oatmeal cookies. It's oatmeal day, for crying out loud.
Good, Joel. Very good. Okay, but
Glad he's listening, isn't he?
yeah. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And so we have to be mindful of the number of people that we have on site. And we will be establishing it that the entertainers who have already signed up and they're already scheduled, and again, they'll be taking care of that. But they'll be parked in the east parking lot. They'll come through. They'll perform, and then they'll be dismissed.
All right, let's hold up a second. Let's tell people a little bit more. Because we get new customers in and out all the time, new cable customers and new the Moby customers. Let's tell people what the Flora Academic Foundation is and what it's all about. Because there are probably people outside of Flora, well, I guarantee there are people outside of Flora who do not realize what the Flora Academic Foundation is. Tell me what that is, Bill.
All right, it's an 18-member board, and its purpose is to, as Joel indicated, address things that the school budget cannot handle.
Right.
And that means field trips. That means bringing in speakers. That means really we have the teachers think up the ideas, and then they write up a project and they submit it to our wonderful committee that goes through all these projects, in which you're going to have two of them sitting in these seats in just a little bit.
Yeah.
But the drama club's involved, the basketball education, they've even been out baseball education day. They was out there at St. Louis. One of the things I keep telling is that we actually, Anthony Booth, who was a member of the board, said he was riding along on the bus, and a young man said, "Is that the St. Louis Arch?"
Really?
I've never seen the arch. He had never been out of the county.
My heavens.
So there are things that we all take for granted.
Yeah.
That these young people benefit from, and I'm gonna have Joel expand on that a little bit.
Sure.
Well, that's when I'll ask.
Okay.
The arch story is just shocking to me because I mean maybe I clearly am fortunate. Because whenever we would drive to St. Louis with my family, went to Grant's Farm and Busch Stadium and that kind of thing, there were 5 kids in the car along with Mom and Dad. And basically, probably at about Nashville, he would tell all of us to start looking for the arch.
There you go.
Because he was going to give a nickel to the first person who saw the arch.
Clever man.
Well, so we're all sitting there for 30 minutes going like this, looking around for the arch, because you have 5 kids, Dickey family gets a little loud. It can get a little bit loud.
But Anthony said, not until then did I realize the impact that these field trips and things have.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we'll get a little bit more on what the impact and the importance of the Flora Academic Foundation is to to all the schools here in Flora, and we'll talk about that right after this. Do stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I got to tell you, I love Bill Atwood. He is the very first person to ask me, why do I have the sign at an angle? And I really gave him a baloney answer, too. So you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey as Bill is here. Joel is here. He had to step out for a second. Jennifer Hettiger has sat in for him for a moment. And we were going to talk a little bit about some of the programs that the Flora Academic Foundation does for Flora, and what are maybe some of the big ones that really the school couldn't get underway without?
Well, I will tell you this, that Mary Beth and Jennifer are on the project's committee, and so they get to look at all these, and then they bring them to the full board. Jennifer, what would you say fits that category?
Well, for one thing, there's a program called Positive Behavior Interventions, which actually is mandated by the state. However, the local school districts have to provide that. Right. And it's a lot of incentives, initiatives, just to improve positive behavior. We're finding out that, the kids are there for academics, but behavior in the mental aspect for years have really been overlooked. Is this
is probably also, knowing schools in the 2020s, this is probably a lot of anti-bullying stuff or something like that as well?
Absolutely. And our grade school has put in, for the past several years, a request for $2,000 to help sponsor that program.
Really? Okay.
The schools have to do it, but they're not provided money.
Yeah,
and now our junior high also has it's reached into the junior high level, And so then that's another $1,000. And, you know, these thousands just keep adding up for the local school districts.
Is that something that you probably see eventually may have to go to the high school level too,
I'm sure.
I suspect?
I'm sure. And, you know, each school or grade level would have different initiatives to incorporate into their curriculum, but it's just necessary to address that.
Yeah. What are the okay, now if you're, how big is the first committee before it goes to the board of 19?
Right now, there's 5 of us.
All right, say I'm a student. Would I have to run something past my teacher before it goes to you, I guess?
Well, the request comes from the teachers
okay.
or the building
I got it. I mean, I might be wanting, if I'm a student, I'm wanting like Snicker Day or something like
well,
that.
I'm sure, you know, the teachers or the students can, you know, put a bug in the teacher's ear maybe, but.
Now, and also, I think folks forget about that you guys also deal with the scholarships at the school, don't you? Mm-hmm. Is that a different committee, or is that run through you guys?
It's a different
It
committee.
isn't, but oddly enough,
she's on that one too.
It's called dual eligibility.
Well, I probably should have waited until Mary Beth was over here before I asked that question.
Well, let me just say this: that the 18-member board, they are not paid. And the funds that are put in, that are donated, there's no overhead involved. These people donate their time, they're putting all the resources in that they can. But the thing is, whenever you're talking about donating money, and we're looking for $20,000.
Right.
Okay? The $20,000 will be spent on the students, and every single student in the district will benefit from this. And they make sure of, now, whenever we're talking about scholarships, yes, there is a list of scholarships that the Flora Academic Foundation has to, with the help of the faculty, the applications come in and they sort through them. How many hours would you say that takes?
Scholarships?
Yes.
Oh my. I'm sure I personally put in a good 20, 25 hours at my house going through them.
Wow.
There's probably a streamlined process, but I'm one of these hands-on. I want to read it. I don't want to see it on the computer and then it's gone.
Right.
And so then my dining room table becomes the pile catcher. And but that's what works for me.
Bill, while I still have you, let's talk about one program that you're unable to do this year, and this is also another reason this is so important, because you're out some of the other avenues that you've had over the past years to fund the Flora Academic Foundation. One of the more successful ones over the year has always been the Pennies for Pizza program.
Right.
And you're unable to do that this year. And let's tell folks may not be able to realize why.
Okay. Well,
I don't realize why.
Actually, wow. All right, we're talking triple eligibility here, because the people that have been running the
they're on
pizza,
that one too.
We're a party of two.
I thought you were the one who was giving away the pizza.
I do. Okay, all I have to do is come up and buy the pizzas or the awards or whatever, and I'm tickled to death to do that. But this year, obviously, the handling of coins and money was not going to fit the school's criteria for controlling COVID.
You know, that's one of the things that just doesn't pop in your head, does it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so the letters have gone out, or will be going out shortly, and we encourage all the students, go ahead and donate, and we'll have the teachers figure out how the contest rules work, and I will be happy to buy the pizzas.
There's still going to be pizza for somebody.
Hey, we will still have pizza.
Oh, I see. Now that's the important thing. The kids got to have their pizzas.
And there will be no oatmeal pizzas.
Thank heavens.
And really, the Pennies for Pizza, Mary Beth and I pick up the money and take it to the banks and run it through the machines. we usually get $1,800 to $2,000.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was a pretty good
and
portion
then that,
of this.
is figured into the Radiothon
Right.
monies. And so then if we don't have that,
So
we
without
really have to step up our game.
So that's the thing. Without the extra pennies that the kids are throwing in, pennies, nickels, quarters, whatever, it's gonna you're trying to avoid a shortfall, and that's the other thing. This foundation. It just grows. This helps it, but there's also interest on top of it that helps pay for these scholarships, isn't it?
Right. Now, one of the things we've always enjoyed is Apple Knocker, because Apple Knocker kind of gave us a springboard of everybody, getting together in the enthusiasm for the
Right.
Flora Academic Foundation, and the non-for-profits all got to raise money, and that was taken away this year.
Yeah.
And so now it seems like all of a sudden we have this blank spot in front of the Radiothon, and we just want to let the public know we still need your support. We still need the money. Apple Knocker was never a moneymaker. That was for us to give back because we appreciate all the support from community, and there is not a better community anywhere when it comes to supporting our kids.
Right.
And whenever you crack it down, if every kid donated $1.50 a month, for 12 months, times the number of students, we'd be at 20,000.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
But there's some families.
Sometimes
that's a lot.
you can't do that. I mean,
Yeah.
your budgets do not permit that.
Well, we have a young man that has been saving since last year, and last I heard, he's got over $200 that he's been saving back. And
that he's going to donate to the rest of the rest of the kids.
last year he donated over $250.
Wow.
Goodness.
So if we get every student to do that, I'm
Well-
kidding. Not everybody can do that.
No, I guess that makes sense, and that's another reason that the importance of this is so paramount. And again, let's tell folks where they'll be able to hear it and it'll be on the radio as well as on Facebook. You say?
Yes, and we'll be on WNOI starting at 6:30.
On Thursday.
No.
Whoa.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
See,
Thank
he
you,
heard
ladies.
me ask Joel
Yes.
because I was trying to clarify it with Dr. Hackney, and I got lost. So
Yep. So anyway.
so now everybody's
It'll
writing
be-
down 6 p.m. to 9:30.
Yeah, and it'll be 6 p.m. to 9:30, and we need the calls.
WNOI.com. You'll be able to find it, hear it online. So in Facebook as well. It's terrifically important. Bill, I appreciate you being here. I know that you have to step out, and we'll get Mary Beth on here. Talk about the acts that are coming up. There's all kinds of quality folks going to be on this show. It's going to be very entertaining, and do stick around. We'll talk about that when we return. Back right after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm joined here by Jennifer Hettiger, along with Mary Beth Lancaster. We are going to talk about the big show. We've danced around it because these guys are the entertainment committee, right?
Well, I'm personally not on the entertainment committee, but that's why I'm going to let Mary Beth.
All right. Well, Mary Beth is in charge of all this. She's got the Rolling Stones coming.
That would be great.
She's got Elvis Presley somehow raised from the dead.
Well, we do have some good entertainment. I think every year it's nice to get the local talent, give them a little chance to show themselves.
Since we're doing this at the church, I'm guessing that, and they do have. Whenever you see a church like this, they have the nice screens, and they can probably do all kinds of things. Is it all live entertainment that you guys are going to be shooting, or will you have, since Flora has a pretty good video class, you're going to have some video stuff?
Well,
too?
that's funny you should ask that, because we really toss this around how to present the Radiothon and keep it going. But the First Baptist Church, it's my understanding, of course, Jim Erlewine kind of runs that for their church services, and he's so helpful with our Radiothon, and so it's all going to be live. We were at first going to have them, I guess, pre-record, but no, I think it'll work just great.
Well, that's the thing, and I'm going to ask you to say a few nice words about Jim, because he's been involved with this for a long, long time, and Jim is, ladies and gentlemen, he is a professional DJ. He gets paid for this, but he volunteers all this, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And, he's thrown tapes and, whatever they have to, an accompaniment, he puts that right into the program, and he keeps the mics going. I mean, sometimes we kind of flub up with that, but Jim takes care of us. He makes us all look good.
I was going to say, you're saying sometimes you mess up with that. It's because you guys are in charge. You're the MCs. You're the masters of service.
First hour.
First hour. Oh, really? So you don't get the whole night.
No, we want to share the wealth around. We want everybody to enjoy this.
Okay, all right. Who do you have planned in your first hour? Who's the big star?
Well, the first hour, actually, we start the evening with the Star Spangled Banner, and typically we've had some band members play, we've had kindergarten do things, but of course we couldn't ask kindergarten to come. That would definitely be over our COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
I mean, a group like that. But this year we have Arabella Kulig, Mallory Lovett, and Katie Muskoff going to sing the Star Spangled Banner. So I think that'll be really nice.
A nice little a cappella group then.
Yes.
Going to do it.
Well, a cappella, I don't know. They might have a tape with it. I'm not sure what they...
Well, you never know.
It could be a cappella. These girls are talented.
And one of the things that we started getting into the dogmatics and how the pragmatics of how the people were going to be coming in the side door. Until you mentioned the kindergarten, I hadn't really thought about that. Until you mentioned the kindergartners not being able to be there because you're going to get over 50 people. You got to keep it under 50 people, don't you?
And of course, kindergartners are not going to come without their parents.
Kindergartners aren't coming
and
without their parents and grandparents, and they aren't going to. They're difficult to herd.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But this will be a nice little change and keep it going. And But then the Pledge of Allegiance. Had to be creative there too, and I thought, why not get the student body president involved? And Braxton Greenwood is our high school.
We see now this is cool. You're getting creative. You're trying to make it
Work.
Make it work for folks and make it interesting for folks. That's exactly right.
Yeah, and I think I just talked to him the other day, and I think he was pretty excited about doing that. So
he's the high school student body president?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's going to lead off the evening there, and then our first hour, we have Emma and Paul Hudson. I think Emma is I think she's in junior high, and Paul is still in elementary school. And that's the band teacher's children. So Sarah Hudson kind of talked them into it.
Prodding. She's going to be back there pushing them.
They're going to be doing an instrumental, and you'll see a repetition of several high school names. Some of these kids have really stepped up this year to help us fill in different spots. Without us being able to get into the schools and really talk to a lot of people,
it kind of changes your
who you can try to reel in
method,
to help
doesn't
us.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, but these kids, they're great kids. We've got Arabella Kulig and Mallory Lovett again singing, and Katie Muscoff singing. Madison Slover is another high school student. She'll be singing. And then there's like duets. There's 3 singing at a time.
What are these kids going to be singing for the most part? I guess I didn't know if they auditioned for that or
Oh, no. No, we did. No, we.
If they want to sing,
good.
you'll let them sing.
Well, why not? If they are wanting to put their talent out there, I'm all for that.
Sure.
I know we've had some of these kids in the past, and they are talented. Samantha Mossbarger is another student. So that first hour is really pretty much high school students that are helping us out, and I don't ask them or I tell them what they need to sing. Some are religious based, which is great, and then
some secular as well.
Yes. It's just a variety, whatever they're comfortable with. We have country coming through too, and
okay. And you guys are basically in between acts. You'll issue challenge. Do people issue challenges and stuff?
Well, they do, but
challenges?
without we're not sure on the phone system yet whether or not we're hoping to get that secured, that we still have a call-in number, but right now
You've got your cell phone.
We do have cell phones. We do have cell phones. I'm not giving my cell phone out.
That's okay.
This is a political year. But we have put it out there that, please send checks into the unit office, and I believe we have quite a few checks that have already arrived.
Well, and that's the thing. It's if you do go to the Flora Academic Foundation Facebook page, right there up at the top, it's got different ways to donate.
Right, and I did want to bring that up. Jenny Harrell, who is also a board member, she set up the Flora Academic Foundation Radiothon fund is attached to that. You can donate online.
Yeah, I think that it takes PayPal or
I don't know if it's PayPal or not.
It might be,
but it'll, if you click on it, it'll take you to however. But I think she's got close to. I haven't checked the last day or two, but she had close to $500 online.
Well, that's good.
That's great, and that's another way.
That's the thing. That's the thing that we're missing, Jennifer. Like you said a little bit ago, the Apple Knocker gave you a little base to get started, as well as the Pennies for Pizza gave you a little base, didn't it?
Exactly. So we feel like we're starting fresh, and I hope people don't think because we're not doing field trips, you don't need the money. We do definitely need the money because we have now been funding a lot of projects that work in the classroom as well as the virtual learning. Mm-hmm. And those were things that definitely the school district had not budgeted for.
Yeah.
And
that's not to say in future years, then, I know the kids are missing out on some of those field trips, and they are so much, fun and learning experience for those kids, but we hope to bring all that back.
Well, I didn't realize, I guess I just didn't think about it because I don't have kids. I didn't realize they are taking field trips this year because you'd have fewer than 50 in a bus. But I guess no museums are open either, are they?
By this time last year, we probably had already pledged about $7,000-8,000 in field trips.
Oh, really?
Probably about that.
So to your point, it's not like that money's sitting in a bank piling up.
Oh,
no,
absolutely
no,
not.
no. That's entirely.
Already up to this point, the end of October, we have already put in $7,000 worth of projects.
Yeah.
And then each month, I would like to give a shout out to Susan Wagley because she's the project committee chairperson.
Well, there we go. That's very important. That's certainly very important. I'll tell you what we'll do. We've got we've got a little bit. We got a bit more entertainment to talk to the next couple hours. You never told me who the next MCs are.
Next are Dr. Hackney and Bobby McNeely.
There you go. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about what they've got coming up, and also wrap things up. The Flora Academic Foundation Radiothon. Mark your calendar. Thursday, November 5th, 6 p.m. to 9:30 on WNOI. We'll be back to talk about that just a little bit more and wrap things up here with these ladies. Back after this.
Don't let me...
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owners insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on the Wabash Catch TV. Talking here with Jennifer Hettiger along with Mary Beth Lancaster. And we are talking about the Radiothon, the Flora Academic Foundation Radiothon coming up on Thursday, November 5th. This is their main fundraising event of the year. This is the big one, and they need your assistance. We got through hour one. Who's taking over for hour two, did you say?
Dr. Hackney and Bobby McNeely.
Dr. Hackney and Bobby McNeely. So if you haven't heard enough of Dr. Joel since he took off early,
yeah.
Big jerk, unbelievable being busy.
Just as long as he shows up next week.
Yeah, as long as he sticks around next week. Who do they have coming on? Is it still a high school crew, or are we moving age?
We've changed. Well, we're doing a change up. Olivia Dury starts that hour. And I want to say, keep in mind, when it comes out in the paper, the time, this is a real tricky thing. They'll tell me they're going to do one or two songs, so I have to guesstimate the time. So Olivia Dury might be in the first hour. She might be, a little bit later than it says. But then we have Bethany Cooper. She's a elementary student, and her grandpa, Dr. Woolley, will accompany her with her singing. And we're spreading all kinds of talent here.
Is it mainly singing, or are we going to have anybody playing instruments?
Olivia is playing piano, and at the first hour, I think Katie Muskoff is playing an instrument. Yes, it's kind of a mixture. Now, the latter part of the evening is really mostly just singers.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, and only because it has moved to a Baptist church. I was in a musical group that was the first musical group basically to play in the Baptist church in Fairfield, which was kind of unusual since we played a couple of non-church songs. They weren't all that happy about it, but they learned to live with it. They enjoyed it. So this will be a lot of fun. They hadn't had what really threw them was when I walked in with a tuba.
Oh,
you walk with the tuba, it scares people. I'm surprised about it. But that's why. Okay, who else is playing?
And then Stacy Smith, who has the Tri-State Music. I'm not sure if she's real active in that. She just had a baby, but
she did. I didn't realize she just had a baby.
And
congratulations.
She is going to come and sing some songs for us. And she plays guitar.
The former Stacy Rhodes, and she's probably trained a lot of those kids in
she
singing.
has,
giving them a bunch of lessons.
And then Emma Luzatter, the Luzatter family, for years has helped us out. Penny has sung with her daughter Olivia in the past, and Emma's going to sing this year and do a song with her mom.
Okay.
So we always kind of like to see that, the mom, dads getting involved. Then there's a group of instrumental. It's my understanding it's instrument, singing, kind of I'm not sure. This is a new group for me. Ty Landreth, Tanner Prater, and Emma Luzatter. So that'll be kind of fun. And then Brian Ridge, a high school teacher, is going to...
What does Brian teach?
He's guidance counselor and history class. Yes, yeah. So he's going to.
Well, that'll be fun.
Yes.
So usually you don't get the talent of too many of the staff on this kind of deal, do you?
Well, Kelly Massey helped me out this year tremendously. She has always done a tremendous job helping the Academic Foundation because she has that connection there at the school. But she got Mr. Ridge on. I'm not sure what she did to kind of
twisted arms. Yeah, there you go. Twisted arms.
That's great. So
who's in the third hour?
The third hour is emceed by Derek Bailey and Tina Peplow. And I have to say that Tina also has helped schedule this. She has a big connection with the band students, although this year we haven't been able to get a lot of band students because of
Well, and you mentioned Derek Bailey. It makes me think the DQ is also instrumental, aren't they?
Yes, and this year I talked to Kaylee, his wife, and they were able to give some DQ certificates to some of these performers that are coming, entertainers that are coming. And
well, that's great.
Yeah, we're very appreciative. In the past, Dairy Queen has always been very supportive. Yeah. They're just supportive with the whole community.
Right, sure, absolutely.
But then the third hour is Derek and Tina, and then we go to a lot of adults, and these will sound familiar to a lot of people. Julie Lewis will be singing, very talented. Joe Goodman throws in
oh, no kidding.
Yeah, a little country there, which is always fun to hear. And then we've got the Lieb family this year.
Oh, so you'll probably have, does Phil participate with the
Well,
league?
he's the one that said yes for the family. So let's hope he shows.
Might be a solo.
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, Phil might be in there singing by himself.
But he did commit, so I'm not sure how many of the Liebs, but they all sing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that will
beautiful.
be fun. And then Jordan Pride, he plays guitar and sings. So that's our, third hour. And then we kind of wrap up the evening with Stacy Earlywine and Bill Atwood will be our MCs. But Stacy,
well, you can't keep, if you've got a microphone around Stacy, you can't keep her from singing, can you?
Right. Well, that's why she's very good about wrapping things up for us. But we've also got Matt Lovett with her singing, and he's real talented. And his daughter, I think they're going to do something together too. I just think it's kind of fun to have the.
Well, you see, that means she's going to be staying there all night long.
Well, she doesn't have to come at the beginning. Depends on what her husband decides, I guess.
Yes,
or maybe she keeps him in line. I'm not sure.
I don't know. One of the other. Well, you see, so now that's an outstanding crew. How much more difficult was it putting the crew, putting the acts together this year from last year? I guess not being able to get into the bands, it must have been a little pretty.
Well,
tough.
it's a different look. We have really a lot more singing. Didn't get to many band students this year. Typically in the past, we've had groups of band students. We kind of try to showcase the kids in the beginning. That's why I said this first group of girls have just kind of taken off and separated into groups and single or solos. And
how long have you guys been associated with the foundation?
We both retired in May of 2012.
Okay.
And then I joined.
You were teachers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were on the other end of it.
Yeah.
You were making the grant requests.
And honestly, by the amount of time that we spend with the different committees, it's our give back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We both love being part of Flora Unit 35, and it's a great school district. They're great to the kids, great to the staff,
and being on that project committee has helped us, I think, having our perspective on, well, this really is important, and this, we could,
much.
Right.
Do you get I ask this from a perspective of somebody who's not from Flora, doesn't live in Flora, and Fairfield does not have an academic foundation like this. This is pretty close to unique to this area,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
Yes,
it really
definitely.
is.
What kind of response do you get when you talk to folks from other towns whenever they bring this up to you?
They can't believe
wow.
it. And I know. And, Dr. Hackney said, he has people call all the time from other districts.
Right.
How do you do this? How do you get it going? And he'll say, I don't know. It just goes.
That's the thing I want to. That's the thing I want to enthusiastically tell folks that Flora, they've got this academic foundation going in the right direction, and this is the way to help, and it's a very effective, because the other schools, they don't have this kind of effective method, do they?
But we have a community that has really stepped up and taken off with it. I mean, the support is unbelievable.
Did you, whenever you guys were still teaching, I guess, would you ever put something through that got bounced back by the committee, or you knew how to ask?
Or we knew how to ask. Probably we knew how to ask, but we also knew what was important.
Yes.
And the people on the board,
yeah,
that started it, and then, as time went on, I would never have put in some frivolous requests because
I'm just teasing.
We just know how important this is.
Yeah.
Just teasing,
and
Jennifer,
it's for the kids.
And that's exactly right. It's for the kids. So, again, it is next Thursday, a week from today, the November 5th, from 6 p.m. to 9:30 on WNOI. Listen on WNOI Radio, WNOI.com. You'll be on Facebook as well, right? Look under the Flora Academic Foundation on Facebook. You can find ways to donate there. Tremendously important. And the goal is $20,000. You get it, or you get close every year, don't you, ladies?
We have gotten it
going
every
for
year.
it.
I
We're
think.
going to get it. There you go. Thanks very much, Mary Beth. Appreciate it. Thanks very much, Jennifer. Thanks very much. We'll see you all next time. Have a great day.